Oh no.
Hi, Sherry.
How'd I get up there?
Who knows?
I tried to sneak in the back door.
Who knows? Uh-oh, did I get that wrong? I might have. Just talking to myself, ladies. Always having issues. You know me, always having some kind of issue. I didn't get much sleep last night because we had tornadoes until wee hours of the morning. So I didn't get much of that. Any of you guys, were you in the path of all these tornadoes? You know me, I always forget where everybody lives. Okay, now I think I did something wrong with this one. What did I do? I don't know. We'll see. There's something wrong here. I haven't quite figured out what I did wrong.
I'm having so much trouble.
Oh no, now what?
It, okay, there we go. Because a while ago when I came in, I put myself backstage. Hey Sherry, hey Elvis, and then you couldn't hear me.
Oh.
Man, I was getting dizzy watching Ryan Hall last night.
All I talked about in the end was Fort Smith. We were in a pickle,
Yeah, but
but
I didn't watch that late. I watched till like I don't know. It was still over in east of Oklahoma City when I quit watching.
okay. Oh, yeah. There was a lot going on.
Yeah, it was.
A whole lot. But he handled it all.
Yeah, you did. Thank goodness for Andy. Man, those poor weather storm chasers were just half of them lost their windshields and
Mm-hmm.
freaking.
Well, some of that hail was 4 inches.
I saw that.
That was crazy time.
Elvis said it's freezing cold.
Well, actually, in the past, I would say 2 hours, the temperature here has drastically dropped. It was like in the 70s, and it is pretty nippy out there.
I know it. Um, we had a storm come through at lunchtime, and
Mm.
there was a tornado thing till 12:45,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't nippy when I came in the house at 4. But I hadn't been out there since. But
Yeah.
it was headed towards APG, so at that time I was watching Y'all Bot, and then what's his name? Then Ryan Hall came on. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
uh oh.
Yeah. A lot of damage in Indiana.
Oh my gosh. That Lake Village or whatever, that Village Lake or.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're just all fortunate that area over there. I used to live in Illinois, and we had some friends that lived down in Kankakee, which is right in the path of where it happened. But fortunately, all around there, nobody lives there. It's all farmland and everything. So if it had been, in a more populated area, can you imagine? I mean, the poor people that did get hit, but at least it wasn't a major city.
Well, it looked like every emergency vehicle they had was there at one point.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Hey, Janice.
Yeah, Ryan kept turning off y'all ball, and people in the chat were getting mad at him. What are you doing? You need to answer when he calls. Well, he has his own channel. Go watch him over there.
There was too much going on to talk to y'all about.
Plus, he wasn't making any sense. He would come on like Ryan had called him, and Ryan didn't call him.
Yeah.
He came on like he had this, information to share, and he go, "Yeah."
You told me to hang on until. It's like, oh no, not again. Oh, Janice is under storm warning now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where's my pattern? What happened to my pattern? I just had it here 2 seconds ago. Okay, where'd it go?
Did you set your scoreboard on top of it?
No. Oh, gosh. How long have we been on?
6 minutes and 37 seconds.
There it is. That's my pattern. I took a bunch of stuff to the house to cut out and glue yesterday because I knew I wouldn't be able to be over here, which in hindsight, I could have because the actual wind and rain didn't start till like midnight. Originally, it said it was going to be like 9 o'clock. So I just packed up a bunch of stuff and took it to the house. And then it didn't do anything till like midnight. Oopsie.
Well, at least you had something to do while you were
Yeah.
worrying about the storm.
Yeah. Buster was all in a tizzy. He was letting me know, and I said, "Hey, buddy, it hasn't even started yet." And he looked at me and he says, "Yeah, but it's close." Which it was, because it was sort of weird because um, the storms were coming from Oklahoma and heading right toward us. And then it just veered up and they all went to Tulsa. The first round, because there was 2 rounds that were coming. The first round decided, well, we're just going to head down to Tulsa. And that's why we didn't get any rain or anything at 9 o'clock like we were originally going to get. And so, okay. So then the next round was coming. And I went, uh-oh, it's getting closer and closer and closer. I think it's going to come this time. Fortunately, we were in tornado warning, but it was just very windy and pouring down rain. I looked out on the street in the front, and it literally looked like a lake, and it was so windy the rain was, almost coming down sideways.
It wasn't that windy, but at lunch today I was sitting at my desk, and of course I'm right in front of that big window. And I
Mm-hmm.
looked up, and then I had to go into my meeting, and I told William, I said, if I disappear, it's because I'm having a, he says, you got a generator. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to sit in front of this giant window. And it takes a bit, a few minutes for the generator to go, okay, that's not a power surge. So, but then I looked up and it just looked solid gray outside, but that was rain. I was like, what
Mm,
the heck, man?
mm-hmm. Janice is afraid she's going to disappear on us. Let's hope not, Janice. Hope it goes past you. I'm just making these pockets, you guys. I had some printed papers, and I go, you know what? I'm going to make a bunch of pockets out of these and put in my journal. I'm not a big pocket person when it comes to my journals, but I thought, there are times that you can be different. Don't have to be the same all the time. Because I know some people just love their pockets. I like my little scoreboard.
Hey, Carla.
It comes in handy.
Janice said she has a hurricane look to the sky, that funky yellow green color. You mean tornado look?
Yeah, that's a tornado look too. Here it gets real quiet. All the birds say, to the trees. There's not a sound out there. And then it gets gray with that yellow color. And then it gets warm and humid. And then it's quiet. And you go, oh no, it's here.
They had some kind of. Were you watching when they had that? Was it a wedge tornado or what they call it?
Where was it?
It was up there in Indiana, Illinois, Indiana. That big one that went through there,
Oh, yeah. Uh huh. To the
and
Kankakee area.
he said that's a wedge, and
Mm.
he said that's a different kind of tornado. It's like, oh, okay, tornado. I don't care what it is. I don't want to be there.
Well, some are more dangerous than others. One developed here late at night, and I was watching the local guy and Ryan because Ryan was looking at pictures from all of all the damage all over, and he was kind of neglecting because it wasn't a really bad tornado that was coming through, but it was still a tornado, and the local guy was saying that it was a counter blah blah blah. In other words, the tornadoes go in a certain circular pattern. I forget if it's clockwise or counterclockwise, but this particular one was going counter to its normal. So that's why he was keeping his eye on it, And I'm thinking, Ryan, we got a counter one over here. Come down here and tell us what's going on. But he was busy looking at all the damage photos. You're not helping, Annie. You're not helping, Annie. Okay, let me.
Well, that's the problem with those damn hurricanes is they blow everything as hard as it can one way, and then they turn around and then they blow everything as hard as it can the other way. Thank you, Sherry. She said that's why I didn't want to move to Missouri when my mom died. If the tornado doesn't kill me, my panic attack during the storm would. I like a wedge salad with original old school Thousand Island dressing.
Forgot about those. Those were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
If they were cold, everything had to be cold
Yeah.
and crisp. If
Yeah.
it wasn't cold and crispy, yuck.
Yeah. Carla got home yesterday. It was 40 degrees. Woke up to snow and 27 degrees.
Gee, who was that?
Carla.
Oh wow, Carla.
But Janice said she's supposed to get, the temp is supposed to drop 40 degrees and have rain snow mix in the morning.
Yeah, I forget if it's tonight or tomorrow night. Richard said we're going down to like 30 degrees, and our nights have been in the 50s and 60s, so that's a dramatic fall for us too. But the coming days are supposed to be nice, so I guess we can't complain.
Oh, she said it's 80 now, but it's supposed to drop down to 40.
That was sort of like us. We were during the daytime today, it was high 70s. It's supposed to go down to 30 tonight. 30 something, I don't remember what.
Hey, Amber.
Amber!
Girl, please, I would live in the basement.
Yeah, they were interviewing this girl up in the Kankakee area where, they were being told get in the basement, get in the basement. She didn't have a basement, but her neighbor did. So she went over to her neighbors and they got in the basement. It was like 4 or 5 people and a couple of dogs and cats. And when it was all over, the house was practically gone. They couldn't get out of the regular door of the house, and they had to climb through some kind of like it looked like the only window that was left, the only wall that was left up, and it had a window, and they had to crawl out through the window. But nobody got hurt or nothing, so.
I wouldn't care if the whole Noah's Ark was up in that basement. I'm going to find me a spot. So, how was her house gone?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Fortunately, they have family in the area that didn't get hit, so they all had some place to go.
No, I know, but if she hadn't went to her neighbor's house, good Lord.
Yeah, and she had the only reason she said she was gonna, just kind of go into the interior room or something. But the only reason she went into the basement was because she had a 7-month-old baby and she didn't want anything to happen to the baby, so she went to her neighbor,
Oh, good.
or else she would have stayed home.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Okay, so those little pockets are taken care of for now. So let me show you what I've done. Firsties, we were working on this last week. This. So the thing that I've added since we were last together is I went over and looked at, I have a little box that has a bunch of just little, I don't know, like specimen things and little, what do you call those things? I don't even know what you call them. But anyway, little sayings, I guess, whatever. But they had to do with, botany and stuff. So it worked out just good. So this is specimen, and I have another specimen, natural history, cataloged, field notes, more field notes, specimen, entomology. I think that's all I have in there. So I glued those on there. So I thought they came out kind of cute. And then
Congratulations, Amber.
what happened to Amber?
She said that manager position she's been trying to get, she got it and it's official.
Whoa, good for you.
Hey, Roseanne.
So that's pretty done. And then I went on one of the pages that's in the kit that has all the little flowers and stuff and cut out some little pieces of those flowers and put them like maybe on the hat or the head. And then I already had some blackbirds stamped out and cut out. So I just took those and glued them here and there. And I had from another caboodle kit when we were doing the hummingbirds. I had a few of those already. So I just put the little hummingbird there like it was getting the nectar out of the flowers in her hat. Then here's another little bird, and I put that little flower up there. More flowers. Oh, and a birdie. I guess that's it. And so then I just put the paper, on the cardboard in the front and the back. And whatever I wanted to glue on there, that's what I glued for the cover. And the back cover. The little kids. I didn't put anything back here. I might later, but I haven't. So that's done.
Very cool.
hmm These are always so fun. I like making these. They're fun. I mean, there's a lot of cutting, but sometimes I'm in the mood for doing all the cutting. Not always. Not always. Trust me. Okay. Whoopsie. So we have that done. And then I think I already showed you all these that we made. So these are done. I made like about 5 or 6 of those the week before. Oopsie, leftover bugs. I'll be able to use those in a little bit. Um, oops. Let me get some of those bugs out. You might be able to use some of those today. Oh, I forgot I had some of these. I need to put those in the journal somehow. Too much stuff. At that. Well, this one's not done.
Hey, Alan.
Okay. I'm going to have to make a little book out of that still. Maybe I'll keep that. Do something. Okay, so that is done. And I'll use these in a second. Oh, runaway bug. Okay. So then, this is the little cover I did with these two. So the field note is in the kit, and then these are fussy cut stuff I did the last snowstorm we had, and I was stuck in the house for a couple of days. These are all the things that I was cutting out. So then I just got a file folder that I had that was already all grungy and put that as the cover for the front and the back. And then, had a couple of bugs. You have to put the bug on there for your field notes, right? Right.
That's right.
Exactly. And then I had some papers, some that were in the kit and some that were just left over from other projects. So I made some pockets here. And then a long time ago, I forgot I had them over here in a little box. I don't know when I did this, but I made a whole bunch of little tags like with different things. And I always tend to go toward nature stuff anyway. So it just worked out that they can go in the journal like that. So I haven't decorated. I've done a few pages. I put a pocket right there. Put a few pictures right there. Another pocket, and this is something I already had made there in my stash. Another pocket right there. I made this a while back with some feathers. Put that in there. Another pocket. Another pocket. That was another card I'd already made. Another card. Pocket. Butterfly pocket. And these I just glued down. These are some of the ones I had fussy cut. And some little leftover pieces. Put a little pocket. That was left over for, I think, last month. That was another card that was already made. Leftover stuff. That's that one. Previous card that I'd made. Another little pocket.
He's on
Pocket. What's that?
what's it? He's on YouTube. What's it? Ryan? Hey, is it? Hey, y'all. Ryan Hall.
Ryan Hall.
Yeah, he's the whole. He was showing the whole country yesterday, Allie. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll let you know what's going on.
Yeah, he will.
And that was some leftover cardstock, and that card was already made. Oh, it's like the other one. And when I made those, I made duplicates. I had two of the same kind. So that worked out good because I had two journals. So it just worked out. A little pocket. One of the
There you go,
cutouts.
Allie.
Another. Oh, these are butterflies and bugs. I like that too.
Butt kissing pizza. That's a big old bug.
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
Some little itty bees. And there's a little pocket, and there's that. So then, okay, so I have that. And then I have a bunch of these. Use them all, but I have all these pockets that I can still put in there. And then I have, remember I made this? When did I make that? A week ago or so, where I had the leaves I put in here. Some are pictures, some are real. And made the little pockets to put them in. So those can also go with this whole thing. And then I've got these that I made. They're empty, but I made these a while back from something. something. And I have some of these. These were already printed out, but they weren't put together. So I put these together, and they're just little envelopes. And so I had some stuff that was like the size of tea cards. So that's sort of what I put inside of these. I had a bunch of those already printed and cut up, so it just happened that they fit pretty good in there. So, you know, I'm sure you ladies have lots of stuff just sitting around collecting dust,
Oh, yeah.
especially those of you that buy my kits. You always have leftovers. And so this is the time to use anything that has anything to do with plants or bugs or anything. And then this little one here, this little doodad. So just some ideas for you guys for your scraps. I know you have them. Anyway,
Janice says, yes, she does. Tons.
so that's a little something you can do. And then what else did I do? Oh, I made, okay, so this box is in your kit, and these are some of the printout stuff that was in there with your specimen little stickers. So, you know, just an idea. Oh, that was from like a couple of kits before when we did purely bug stuff. Um, I'm sure you got some of those left over. So then what I did is I had these little squares. So I kind of made like a puzzle. Whoops, see, I just lost the puzzle. See, it's a puzzle. Now you got to put it together, and I got to figure out where that part goes. There he is. Nope. There we go. So you have like a little puzzle to play with. Ouch. And then it has just others, it has other stuff on the other sides, but then there's also there's two puzzles. That goes somewhere. Oh, right there.
Is there 2 puzzles or 6 puzzles?
Two. I don't know where that one goes right now. We'll figure it out, guys. There? No, that's his head. Oh, no. I got to find the head of the bird. There he is. There's his head. Okay, there's his head. So then what comes next? Okay, so. Oh, there he is. There it is. Which way does that go? Like that. Yay. Hello. So you have two little puzzles. This side, that side, and then the rest, it just has these ladies on there. So again, you know, you may not have this size or, you know, but you might have bigger pieces or who knows what you might have. And there's, of course, it's going all with the same theme of the naturalist, right? So anyway, so that is an idea for maybe what to do with your scraps. Okay, what else of it? I think that's all I've done actually. I think I'm looking around. So now stay there. Get this out of the way. So now I think I'll figure out where to put some of these pockets. So let me separate the left from the right pockets. I may not have room for too many more, actually. These are shorter. Okay, so there we got some pockets. There's already a pocket there. There's a pocket there. I think this one already has enough pockets. You just never, well, you never know. You can never have too many pockets when you're not a pocket person. If I could put that there, I gotta cover that up a little bit with something cute. Let's have that maybe. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Oh, I do need one in the back. Okay, so that's that. Maybe one of the short ones. See, some of these papers, I just use flimsy paper, so by putting the pocket, it really reinforces it all kind of nicely. I kind of like that there, maybe. Maybe. Maybe.
That'll work.
I'm going to put some stuff on here. Anyway, so, okay, that's kind of sort of what we're going for now. Maybe not. Okay, so where do I have to cover up something? The back. Oh, that's okay. Must have been on the other one.
Not me, Janice. I just say it.
So let's
Amber
just,
said, very chic, very springtime. I love it.
thank
With,
you.
with a dark.
I wish I had something different besides this one because the colors match too much. And all the rest go in the other direction. And that matches also. Let me see. Did I use one over here that somewhere that I could steal it from? Let me see. Nope, it looks the same. It's the exact same one actually. And that, well, maybe that works a little bit better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. It doesn't match as much. Let's see if another one.
I can't, Janice. It just comes out.
Okay.
Linda said, I won't be on tonight at hospital with my aunt. She isn't doing well.
Oh, okay. Let's glue that one down. Uh-oh. Hear the train?
I heard something that sounded like a printer starting up.
It's a train. Well, Zippo was a big boy last night. We didn't put him in his kennel to go to sleep, and we put his pillow over with the other two dogs where they sleep at night. And he decided that he did not want to sleep with them. And he went over into Richard's room where he has his desk and his computer and everything, and the dogs have some pillows in that room. And he decided to sleep over there all night. And here we thought he'd want to be with the big boys, but big boys and girls. But no, I'll sleep over here, thank you. Was that the only one I had to glue in? Oh no, here's one. Uh-oh, that was the same right there. I don't want to do the same. So, there we go. That's different. Oops, that needs to be cut. Man, our grass has grown so much in the past week.
I
It
bet.
is crazy.
Hey, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. Yeah, it's very crazy. Okay, so I'll put that right there. The fold, is that small enough? Yeah.
Oh gosh, Sophie snores. I told Betty the other day. I think she has sleep apnea.
Well, Rottweilers are known for having sleep apnea. They snort, and every Rottweiler we've ever had, they sleep with their head hanging over, like upside down, kind of, sort of, to keep the airways open. They very rarely curl up for the night. During the day, they might nap that way, but at night, they have their head hanging down and over the pillow.
And Sophie snuggles in for the night. She likes her blanket put on her, and once you completely cover her completely up, then she does just a little twist to where she tightens the blanket all the way around her, and then she goes to sleep.
Our dogs don't sleep with blankets. When
She's the only one that does.
when Zippo was a puppy, we gave him blankets when he was in his kennel there. But as he started to grow up, he just started tearing it up and chewing it up, and it was like, okay, it wasn't covering him anymore. He was just using it as a toy.
Oh no, she loves her blanket.
Did I already go that way? Yeah, I did. Okay, so those are down. Yay. Let me clean this up.
Dang. It's March. No more snow, Amber.
Oh, my leg. All right, so now where'd all those bugs go? Okay, so what are we gonna do? I gotta see how I can play with these in here.
That damn lady in Ohio, that 28-year-old mama,
Mm.
I think she had, I don't know, I guess she had three girls, but apparently she killed the 8 and 10-year-old and put them in suitcases. And then, so like, you said you have like a field beside or behind your house. I don't know. Well,
Mm-hmm.
she has one that's across the street to the side of her house.
Mm-hmm.
And she went and dug like very shallow, not even enough to cover the whole suitcase, and had them out there in that field right there next to her house.
Oh my gosh.
And this man who walks his dog every day, which it was right by a school, he walked his dog, and he said for the past week that the dog kept going over there sniffing at that, because he said it wasn't there like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
But then he said he was walking his dog, and he said his dog would go over there and sniff. And he said, today my dog just sniffed a little too long. He said, I went over there. He says, I unzipped. He said, motherfucking head. He's talking to no one. I mean, it's not funny, but he was like,
Yeah.
you could tell he was in shock.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't glue that one. Oh, because I
I'm
had to
like,
put something back.
people are crazy.
Oh yeah, people are definitely crazy. No doubt about that.
Take them to your mama or your auntie or somebody. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was in Cleveland. They said that it's probably been covered in snow for a lot of that time because y'all just had a lot of snow. But I mean, they caught her in 2 days. They had her up in the jail.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yep.
good. Well, this isn't working. I need just a little piece of paper. Okay, I might have to do this. Oh, I don't want to cover all that up. Never mind. Okay, let me find some scraps. I know I have a gazillion pieces of scrap. Except they aren't big enough. No.
That bird had his beak right in her nose.
Oh, I have some background paper here. Okay. Let's see how far off I am.
Ooh, it it just gave me a notification. Um, March the 13th on Netflix.
You're gurgling. I didn't hear what you said.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. It says March the 13th on Netflix. The Dynasty, the Murdochs,
Uh-oh.
something like that. How many Netflix things can they make on them? Because it's all the same story.
I don't know. Whoops. Oopsie doopsie. Well, aren't some of them like a documentary, and then some are like a movie, kind of halfway made up?
Well, I know the one they just had not too long ago was like a movie, but it was, 6 or 7 parts. It could be, though. This one, I didn't look at it. It just dropped down as a notification. Oh, okay, Sherry. Sherry said, no, that one is about the guy who owns Fox News, not the murderer.
Oh, there you go. Big
Amber
difference.
said, Amber said, oh, Rupert Murdoch. Oh, no, that's what Janice is asking. Amber said, Rosemary, I just saw a video on Instagram about using onion skin and little leaves to dye Easter eggs.
Yep.
They put white eggs with a leaf on it in a nylon and put it in with the onion skins.
Yeah, those look beautiful. Alrighty. I can put that there. That there.
Do you ever wonder how Easter eggs got to be associated with Easter?
Easter eggs? Well, I know it has to do, fertility. I know that much, but I don't know.
Yeah, the fertility god Astarte or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is a little too.
Janice said she's been watching the lady dyeing eggs with silk ties, but says you can't eat them though. That's a waste. Yeah, you're right. I really don't care to eat an egg that's been out hidden in a bush and in the dirt and in a hole and
No.
under the house. And I don't eat eggs anyway, so. That's right, Amber.
What is that? Oh, I was not glued either. What the heck is going on around here? Which one do I want? That or that? I like the birdie. Let's put the birdie.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, wait. Isn't that what I just put over here? Oh, it's a different birdie. Never mind. More than one birdie. We had pot stickers for supper. I hadn't made those in a long time.
I don't think I've ever made them.
You can make them from scratch, or you can buy them frozen and you just cook them. I I'm game either way. If I don't have a lot of time or just don't have any gumption, the frozen ones are just as good. Well, I shouldn't say just good. Mine are much better fresh. I do mine with I do mine with a whoops with a pork sausage, and then I mince up a bunch of stuff, and I put mint and all kinds of goodies in there. When you buy the frozen one, it's usually just cabbage and chicken inside. And when I do it from scratch, it's got a whole bunch of fun stuff. But if you're using a dipping sauce, mostly you taste the dipping sauce more than what's inside, unless what's inside is extremely flavorful or hot or something. Otherwise, it's really your dipping sauce that makes it. Okay, I think they're all glued down that are in here. The pockets, let's double check the pockets. That's glued.
Not much into any Asian cuisine.
Oh, it's probably my favorite. I always liked it, and then when we moved to Hawaii, I was exposed to so much more than I ever had been, and then I really liked it.
Now, if you want to count Panda Express, okay, but
I don't think that counts.
I do like egg rolls.
I used to love Panda Express
Oh my
till I
gosh.
had till I had the real stuff. Panda Express is like Taco Bell for
Yeah.
Mexican food, you know. But if that's all you've ever had, well, then that it tastes good. But when you know the difference, it's like what? Although the irony is that in Honolulu, they have a bunch of Panda Expresses. You know, um, I don't know if the locals go there. I don't know if it's more so for the tourists. I don't know, but they have. There's a lot of them.
I like the Beijing beef with red peppers and onions.
Okay, I think my pockets. I mean, I might. I never know. I might add some more somewhere, but I think for now, my pockets are in. So now we need to cover up a couple of sections where the connection is not very good. Like.
Hey, Amber.
Hey, Amber.
She's washing dishes.
This one doesn't have too many.
Hey, 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 Carla. Hey, Linda. Um,
Like maybe right there.
hey, APG, do you still have your pissed off pants on?
I saw that. I didn't get it. I thought it was funny, but I honestly didn't get it. Like, what
She
did she
must be mad about something. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Janice.
I go, what does she mean?
Hey, Elvis. Hey, Sally, Fern, and Ruth. Hey, Allie. Hey, Adria, wherever you are. Annie Mae, there you are. I was just fixing to say you. Hey, 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 Brenda.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Lana, like Donna, Ada, Pinky, Jennifer Jane. Brenda said homemade pot stickers are better, but I also buy frozen. Hey, Lucy. Hey, Leslie, wherever you are.
Yikes.
Whoa.
Whoa. I think I pulled out too many. How did all those fit in there?
Because they're all intertwined.
Ah, I wanted to find something that was thin. Oopsie. Whoa, stop it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't do what I want it to do. Nope. They're all going the wrong direction.
Lucy's, what was I thinking? Or, yeah, what was I thinking?
About? Ouch.
That's her screen name.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
APG, what was you mad at?
Yeah, we need to know.
Man, you gotta be careful with those. Those will snap in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
Hey, Amber. Janice said dollars to donuts. APG's mad at kids.
Ouch. Ow.
I can't imagine APG mad.
Well, I think she can get pretty mad.
Well, I'm sure she can. I'd be like Elvis getting mad. Whatever. I can hear her husband. Elvis, honey, just calm down. Is your hand hurting?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all day today. I think it was the change of weather.
That's what Betty said. This damn weather is just can't
Yeah,
do nothing with my hands.
yeah. Kind of wreaks havoc.
Exactly, Amber.
Why is that laying down? It's got lots of glue. It's a little bit better. A little bit. No, see, it's not. What is wrong with the glue? Well, I had to go advocate. Is that the right word? Advocate?
Depends on what you're about to say.
Is that a word? Advocate?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I had to go advocate for my little old lady friend. They wanted to run some kind of tests on her, and she was adamant that she did not want the tests. And so one of the ladies over there, one of the, I don't know what she is exactly, she works there. And she calls me up wanting me to come over and talk to her and convince her about this test. So I go over there and I talk with her, and I agreed with her. So they weren't real happy with me. I was supposed to convince her about the test. But I had read an article, I don't know, maybe about a year ago, give or take. And it was kind of enumerating tests, certain medical tests and procedures, and the ages you should do them and the ages you should stop doing them. And almost, unless you are showing overt signs, um, after the age of 70, they're telling you that you really don't need to take a lot of the tests that people have you taking. If you don't have a history of certain diseases, if it isn't in your family, if you haven't suffered from it before, that you don't need to be taking these tests, because the side effects to the procedures themselves can cause more damage when you were not exhibiting any problems, and these can cause problems, um, just by virtue of your age, let alone if the doctor makes a little mistake, or the diagnosis and all kinds of stuff. So, had a very interesting conversation with her doctor, to say the least. Have you ever come across that with your mom?
Um, she, no, because she doesn't really ever have any issues.
Exactly. But I'm saying, uh, the point I was making with this doctor is that, okay, like for instance, they say at a certain age you need a stress test, you need this, another age you need this, you know, and her contention is, I don't have any problems. Why should I take all these tests? And then the doctor will say, well, they're preventative and is that a word too?
Yeah.
And I'm starting to like second guess all my words today. And um and um so this article I had read, I guess it could be kind of controversial, depending on what side of the spectrum when it comes to healthcare. But like for instance, this is just a for instance, colonoscopies. Okay, um, they're saying more and more, which I agree, that you should be starting at a younger age, because people now in their 20s are getting colon cancer. And before, you were supposed to be what, 45, 50, something like that, before you had your first colonoscopy. This was like maybe 10 years ago. That was standard. And they changed that to like 45, and then it changed again to 40 and all this. But the article was saying that by the time you're 70 years old, anywhere between 65 and 70, um, that you need to be very cautious about having a colonoscopy.
Yeah,
And
they say you pretty much don't need one. And now you can just get that potty in the mail.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot
Only
of,
thing is that, it won't show like polyps and things like that.
yeah. Well, the thing that I read in this article when it came to the colonoscopies was that obviously they're looking for cancer and polyps. And if you haven't shown any of the outward signs, because there are definite signs that people overlook that can tell you that you are, you have a problem with cancer and stuff like that in your colon. But a lot of people dismiss it and they go on too long, and that's when a lot of difficulties happen. But for instance, like say you're 69 and you have your colonoscopy, it's never showed anything wrong, everything has been hunky dory, and then you decide when you're 70 not to have the colonoscopy anymore. And this one advocate, a doctor of for not having it anymore, he says that when a polyp shows up, it takes 10 to 15 years for that polyp to become cancerous. So if you're 70 years old, you'll be 85 by the time that polyp turns into a cancer. And, most people are going to be dead by then anyway, is his point. And so then they show all the downside of a colonoscopy, which when and you get older, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. And so it's just, weighing the two differences. And this article went on talk about, I think it was 8 different procedures that are just commonly pushed down older people just to have them. And there's really the downside is greater than the upside.
Yeah,
But
it's like your female visit. Annie Mame said that her friend is 86 and they told her she is old and didn't need a colonoscopy. She insisted and they found cancer.
yeah, yep. Now the other side to that. Okay, I my dad, he was. Let me see. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Think. Let me stop and think. 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, he would have been. Let me think. 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, my dad was 85, right?
Is he 92?
I think so. He's 91 or 92. Okay, so he was, let's just say 85. Well, he was showing these symptoms. He was having abdominal pain, and they had done other tests. They couldn't find anything for it. And and something else, had another symptom. I forget what it was. And so his doctor said, we do not recommend a colonoscopy at your age, but being that you have these certain symptoms, maybe we should do one. So they did one, and they did find cancer. And so, fortunately for him, it was in a section of his intestine that could be removed and reconnected. So he didn't have to have the bag that sometimes you have to have, when you have cancer and they remove a lot of your intestine. So as far as his recovery, it was pretty easy for him, and he got to function just normally. But the downside they were saying is that a lot of people that age, that it's so easy to perforate the colon because it's become so thin. All of our skin gets thinner as we get older, and that even the most you know what's the word what I'm trying to think of, anyway, the doctor might be the best doctor around, but there's still that possibility of the puncture. So they're just saying you have to balance the two. Is like if you're 85 years old, how much longer are you going to live? Basically, I mean, it sounds really crude, but that's the reality, right? And so you weigh the things that can go wrong from the surgery, and is whatever's wrong with me, is it affecting my quality of life? Am I in pain? Can I do what I still do? Or do I need to go in and see what's going on and hope that the procedure doesn't cause more problems than I ever had? So, anyway, um,
Well,
that's
and
what,
also some things, whenever they hit air,
yeah,
then you made a bigger problem.
yeah, that's what doctor told my cousin when she had, I forget what kind of cancer she had, and they say, it could be in there for a long, long time and still go through your body, and you'd be living okay, but as soon as we cut that up, it's gonna go whoo. It's like lighting a match,
Yeah.
too. And she had to make that hard decision, and she decided not to have the surgery. And they did other things for her. I forget what it was they did for her, and it ended up going into remission. So the other way, it may have worked out too. You just never know, or else it could have just spread it, and she'd have been a goner that pretty quick.
Yeah.
There's always that balance. Yeah, I mean, there's no right or wrong. It depends on the individual. Their decision of what to do, and their age, and their health, and there's just so many variables. There's no one size fits all.
Uh-huh.
It just, but you need to be informed too. You just can't say, oh, you have to have this, you have to have that. Okay, let me see. What do I want to? There was some other parts here I needed to fill in a little gap. Where did that go? I think I wanted to cover some of that up. Let's see. What do I have? I'm sure I have a lot of stuff. Well, I do like her. I'm going to put her somewhere. I like the little bird on her head.
Everybody needs a little bird on their head.
I think so, except for they go to poop. I don't know about that part. Really don't know.
Good night, Annie Mae. Elvis said,
Mm.
I just saw my cardiologist yesterday and I asked him the same question. He saved my hubby's life in 2018 and then me last summer. He didn't agree with our local news reporting the new findings.
Mm. You talking about like the report I read? Is that what you mean? Oh, she looked kind of cute right there.
Oh,
Yeah. Uh-oh, almost reached. Not quite. Okay. Let's see.
man, this trial, I've been watching it so crazy because yesterday the judge and the lawyers get there, an hour or so before the jury. Elvis said, yes, almost word for word what you said was on our news. And he said, a good doctor knows when to stop testing. Um, anyway, so when they get there, they're sitting there talking about um they're going to bring a witness in, and then they go through the transcript of the interview that happened previously, and they're allowed to redact all of this stuff that the jury doesn't get to hear.
Oh, yeah.
And there was so much that the defense was wanting to redact yesterday. He finally said, I'm sending the jury home. You got until 6 o'clock this evening to figure it out, and then we'll go back tomorrow, whatever. But I mean, it's like, if it was said, it was said, you know?
Yeah.
It-
Okay, I think I'm going to put that there, right there, right there.
he told the defense attorney yesterday, he said, please stop interrupting me while you still have a good record.
Whoa.
I said, oops, okay.
Shazam.
Yeah, but Elvis, I think like what she said, her dad, he was a certain age, but because of the conditions he was presenting,
And otherwise, he was in good health. He didn't,
yeah,
he didn't have high blood pressure. He wasn't diabetic. He wasn't overweight. He was in good health, except for he was having these abnormal symptoms. Mhm. Let's see. Let's see.
I would like to have some beef chili Colorado.
I'm not into the red stuff.
No?
Not really. I think it. I think it tends to give me heartburn.
Oh,
I don't like the flavor. Well, I kind of sort of don't like the flavor either. Now, I don't know what came first, the fact that it gave me heartburn, so now I don't even like the flavor,
yeah.
or I never liked the flavor and it gave me heartburn. I don't know which is which, but I tend to not lean that direction. I made some chile verde the other day, last week. It came out really good. The
I,
pork,
yeah. I made some kind of something,
something.
something bowls. It had poblano peppers and um, green onions and chicken and um, turmeric rice and like a fresh pico de gallo sauce, and then you take the sour cream and you put the zest of the lime in it, and then you squeeze lime in it. Made it so good.
Sounds
Tasted so
good.
fresh.
Sounds pretty yummy.
It was one of those Hello Fresh meals.
Oh,
Man, there's so
never
many
tried them. I think I might one day.
so many steps.
See, I don't like that part.
Betty don't either. Betty don't like that.
I'm not into all the steps. Okay. Okay. I think we're done here. Ooh, I like that color.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Oh, here it is. They sent me 3 tablespoons of sour cream. They come in like these long squirt packets.
Mm-hmm.
And then they sent me the chopped chicken breast. And then they send me one of those sealed packets of like chicken stock concentrate. They send me this little sealed bag of turmeric. And they sent me the poblano pepper. They sent me the fresh tomato. They sent me a lime. They sent me the fresh scallions. And there's a sealed bag of jasmine rice. Um, they send you hot sauce and the spice blend and the Tex-Mex paste, and then you have to do all of that crap to make it.
And what does that cost?
Ah, don't know. You get 2 meals. Johnny started me on this. She gave me like 5 free boxes or something,
Mm-hmm.
so you could try it for free. They have a lot of Asian stuff in there. And then they sent me this. The other one came with fresh potatoes, Swiss cheese, sour cream, honey Dijon mustard, potato buns like hamburger buns,
Mm-hmm.
fresh mushrooms, ground beef for mushroom and Swiss burgers. But I mean, it's everything but the skillet, and the salt and pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Hello Fresh, Allie. We just need our oven back.
Oh my gosh, when is that gonna happen?
I don't know, Betty.
Man, it's giving me stress and it's not even my kitchen.
Rosemary said, "Oh my God, when are you going to get your oven back?"
Okay.
They give me free boxes to send out, but I don't know how to do it. Elvis said, "Oh no, Rosemary, I understand. I'm all for testing. If I say something is wrong, then something is wrong. Test me. I don't think they should stop because I'm old. They want us baby boomers gone."
Well, there's something for everybody.
Oh, I hadn't heard of that one, Allie. I have an Instapot, but it's still in the Insta box.
Oh dear.
I'm scared of it. I paid for it, but I'm afraid of it. I know.
Oh my goodness.
I say, oh my God, I need one of those. I need one of those. Okay, it's here. No, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll open it.
That's funny. She's kind of cute right there.
Yeah, it's all the same color.
I know, that's the only problem. Let's see if I have somewhere else where she would fit. Uh,
No, because I really wanted to use it, Allie, but then I got to thinking about it and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to be cleaning the ceiling. I don't want it to explode. I don't, yeah.
I don't have a dark. Oh, that's. I don't think I like that.
It's like, I mean, my friend's mama, when she would get home from work, she would take her roast or her stew meat and all the vegetables and season it all up and put it in her pressure cooker and turn it on in like 30 to 40 minutes. You had stew that was like it had cooked all day long, but
Mm-hmm.
fine, you go do it. Here's the pot, but I'm not touching it.
Yeah, my grandmother, she swore by her pressure cooker.
Oh, yeah.
That's that generation, right?
Yes. And my friend's grandma in Arkansas, we would go there and um, when we'd get there, she would have all the fresh vegetables and all that stuff for us to help her can. But
Hmm.
when she turned on that pressure cooker, I was like, I'm gonna go outside or go down to the lake or something because I ain't. Mm-mm,
I know. It wasn't my favorite thing either. It
mm-mm.
was funny because my grandmother, when it was, doing a thing, uh,
Yeah.
she'd tell me to stay away from it. But then when it was time to take off the little pressure cooker thingamajigger, she'd have me do it. And she'd say, now, get your fork, stand back. Now, I'm like, how old am I? I'm like maybe 8, 9 years
Well,
old.
she was teaching you how to do it,
I,
but
I
in the
didn't want to learn.
meantime,
I did not want to learn. And so she goes, put the fork over there, stand back. Slowly let off the pressure. And I'm going, no.
yeah. See, on the Instapot, you have a quick release button.
No. Let me go. This is torture.
That gives me anxiety, Grammy.
Oh god. But it just struck me as funny, I wasn't supposed to get anywhere close to it, but then I was supposed to let the pressure out.
Right.
It's like,
Well, she's just
okay.
teaching you when you don't need to be around it, don't be around it. But when it's time, here's the safe, right way to do it. Now I'm gonna be in the living room watching you, so
No, she was probably outside directing me through the window. She didn't want to get popped in the head.
Elvis said a pressure cooker makes chicken gizzards so tender. I had one in the 70s. Dang, I'm one of those. Chicken gizzard.
I don't know if I could eat that. Just the sound of it kind of like nauseates me.
Well, I'd rather eat the gizzard than the liver.
Oh, I'd rather not have any of those. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go up there.
I've only ever had fried chicken gizzards. Betty used to put them in her dressing, but I'm like, oh no, I don't like that. I don't know what that little bite of leather is in there, but I don't want it.
Good for you.
But man, when I was young, I worked at a chicken restaurant, and they would soak those, um, put those gizzards in a salt soak.
Mm.
And man, then they would batter them and deep fry them, and they had such a good flavor to them. But I'd be chewing on that same one like 3 hours later, wondering, do I just swallow it whole? Do I spit it in a napkin? What do I do with it? I've already chewed all the flavor out of it.
I'd spit it. Anyone got a spittoon?
Amber said, even if I had a pressure cooker, I would not use it.
I wouldn't use one either. It scares me. I still have anxiety thinking about it.
Well, especially when you're canning and you have all that glass in there and all. Yeah, man,
Yes, exactly. It's like, are you crazy?
it's like a freaking pipe bomb.
It is a pipe bomb. That's exactly what it is. Add a few nails, and man, you can go to some embassy, Kaboom. 92-year-old woman was caught with gizzards in her pipe bomb. Film at
Hey,
11.
J Mac.
Film at 11. Hey, J Mac.
She said, "Oh, live on the edge, ladies. Pipe bomb."
Oh, my goodness. Crazy times.
Mm.
Maybe I just need to stick that in there like that. Oh, what kind
I
of
just
fruit?
only thing I can would be tomatoes, and you can cold pack those.
You can?
Yeah, so you you still heat your bottles, your jars in the water,
Mm-hmm.
and then you throw the lid, um, not the not the twisty lid, but the one that seals on
Yeah.
the top. You
Uh-huh.
throw that in your hot water too, so it heats up, and then you take your fresh tomatoes and you kind of cook them around in your pot, and then you take your jars out and you dry the tops of them off, and then you pour your tomatoes in there and you put that cap on there, and then you screw down the lid and you turn them upside down. No,
Oh.
you don't turn them upside down. You just leave them there. You leave them there on your cup towel or whatever y'all call it, and they'll start to seal. You'll hear them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just cold packed, and they can good. Hey, Joyce.
Hi, Joyce.
Yeah, because I used to have so many tomatoes in my garden at another house that I couldn't keep up with them, so I would can them. stay good.
Sounds good.
My stepdad did the same thing when he made strawberry and blackberry preserves.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If you do them that way, then they'll seal.
Hmm.
You could do your salsa that way too.
Oh, interesting.
Buy those like the little jars,
Yeah,
like the little jelly jars or something like that.
I like. I have some of those. I was doing some when I was doing some of my dyes.
Yep.
Whatever was left over, I'd put in those. I just think they're so cute.
Has anyone here ever done needlepoint?
I haven't. It
I
looks
know some
interesting.
people have. J Max says she used to do a lot of needlepoint, Allie. So what's the difference in needlepoint and embroidery?
I think it's well. I think it's the materials you use first of all, and then the type of stitching, right?
Joy
Right?
said we had raspberries when we lived on the state forest, and I would make jam I sealed with wax.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too. I haven't done any of that.
Needlepoint is on a stiff canvas with holes.
Yeah, the material.
Oh, okay.
Isn't there like just one stitch to that?
What's the one where you just do a bunch of X's?
I think that's needlepoint, isn't it?
Or is that cross stitch?
Oh yeah, that might be cross stitch. I get them all confused to tell you the truth.
Needlepoint has many stitches.
Oh, okay. I'm bad.
I remember my mom bought me some kind of crafting thing for Christmas one year, and you make a pillow, but it was called um. Can't even think of what the hell it was called now, but you had to tie this something in a knot and then wax it on like wicking or knotting. I don't know what it was called, but I probably still have the package somewhere.
I don't know what that is. I'm sure the ladies know. I don't.
Cruel. Is that what it is, Joyce? Cruel?
What?
Candle wicking. Thank you. That's it, J Mac. I knew it had something to do with a wick and wax or something.
Yeah, crewel is a form of stitching. No
Candle
wax.
wicking.
No wax involved though, that I know of. I should shut my mouth. I'm not sure about anything.
I don't know. Yeah, you had to make a bunch of knots. I know, Brenda,
You do
peopling
that.
is hard.
You do that with crewel work too. bunch of knots, bunch of stitches with knots.
Cruel uses wool thread. And then she bought me this craft kit. That craft just shoved at me all my life. Um, where you had to
Oh
put
man.
all them freaking nails in the board and then wrap your thread around it and make a design.
Oh yeah, that was out of the 70s.
Wow, right. I didn't finish that one either.
That's really old timey stuff.
It was a big old owl.
That was
String
very
art.
popular. That was very, very popular. I think, does that fit in there? It does! Unbelievable! Okay, I need a different, little brighter color, I think. Yeah, and I'm gonna glue a nice, pretty flower there somewhere.
See, I didn't get into all that stuff now. Like the spirograph, I like that. And the spin art where you had that little pan that you would put
Yeah,
your paper in the bottom and then turn it on and it spins so fast and squirt paint in it.
that's popular again, but with grown-ups. They're doing
Yeah.
art with it.
Now I can do that, J Mac. I can macrame. I can macrame like nobody's business.
So, can you do any art that isn't from the old-timey days?
I don't know.
Well, all that stuff has come back anyway, so.
I know Betty, we were somewhere and she saw this book, this macrame book, and it had this baby crib that hung from the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
And
I,
she said, "Oh, wow." I said, "I could do that." I don't know. I could do that. So she bought the book and you had to go buy a PVC pipe to make the thing with the wood. And then there was like I had, I don't know, maybe 150 lines of rope hanging all the way around this circle thing.
oh, my goodness.
And then you had to make the four things that met at the top with the circle, and then you had to wrap the circle and you'd hang it from the ceiling. And oh my god,
Holy moly. It sounds a little too involved.
I did it though.
Oh, you did?
I did. And then I
Oh, wow.
finished it the night before she came, the lady, her sister came home with the baby.
Wow.
And we put the hooks in the baby's room, and then we put hooks next to her bed so she could just take her foot and rock him. I'll be damned. Baby fell out of the ceiling, and that little round hook, luckily, was wrapped in stuff, bonked him right on the forehead.
I was gonna say I'd be so afraid my kid would fall down the ground,
I
especially
guess
if
that one maybe our
especially
maybe
if someone else made it.
yeah.
Bad enough if I made it.
I was impressed though. I made that sucker, and I finished it. I don't finish nothing. Had intertwined ribbon all the way around the top and all that. Yeah,
Well, you must have been motivated.
I was. I was trying to impress her.
Trying to kill her kid.
Well, I didn't think she. I mean, she said, "Oh, that's cool." I said, "I can make that." Well, he freaking opened that thing up and read all the supplies needed, and she was at the counter at freaking Cloth World before I even could take it back. But macrame's not hard.
Okay,
I
after
am a good starter, Amber. Betty's the finisher. You're right. That's right, Janice. Down will come baby, cradle and all.
Yeah, as you're describing all the pieces parts, I'm going, that thing's gonna fall. It's just waiting for an accident.
I think only one side. I think it was two, like the two from one end met at the top in a ring, and the two at the other end. So I think only one end fell, but it had a little mattress thing in it and all of that. So it's not like he fell flat on the tile floor or something.
Oh my goodness.
Cheap apartment roof.
Okay, I think that's it for gluing for tonight. Probably another kind of little bug can go in there. What are my bugs?
You got a lot of bugs.
Look, right in the
Oh,
frame. How cute.
oh.
Let's put the bug in there. Get all buggy by himself.
No, Amber, it was one of those, a toggle boat or whatever, where you have to make it go through the ceiling, and then when you tighten the screw, it's supposed to open up behind the sheetrock. But I think it was just cheap sheetrock at the apartment.
Or somebody just didn't know how to toggle.
Well, I what you doing?
Oh, remember I told you that we had solved the mystery of Zippo?
The
Well,
mystery of Zippo.
yeah, where he came from and how and when and all
Oh
that stuff.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, cross it out because Richard asked for the report of when the dog catcher went next door because it's public record. So Richard got the report, and I forget how it was in the conversation, but they've only been there for 3 months. Well, we've had
Oh,
a lot longer than 3 months. But what's the chance of someone moving next door with a puppy that looks just like our dog?
exactly.
Yeah. So, but it so that that's not the story. We got to come up with a new one.
That's right, J Mac. I told her I could make it. I didn't tell her I could hang it.
Okay, there's the front. So I think I'll put one of these. Oh, I put a different bug. I already put that bug in one of the cards. So that will go somewhere around here. I'll put a clip on it so it can be there. And then you can still use your tag to do whatever. Ta-da! Okay, my hands are tired.
I
Plus,
bet.
plus it's already 9 o'clock.
Not yet.
Well, 5 minutes. My as far as my hands concerned, it's 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah. I like that one. The cover on that one. She looks like that. Is that a cowboy hat? It looks like a cowboy hat.
No, it's a cabbage.
Okay. It looks like a cowboy hat.
Yeah, it's the leaves of the cabbage.
I'll be dang. Brenda worked with an autistic boy when he was in seventh and eighth grade. When he went to high school, he gave me his hanging nest.
Sounds
Oh,
dangerous.
girl, I'm so freaking. Did you see that letter from Judge Hidalgo talking about she took some people to the rodeo and um went to the special section where it's like $425 a seat or something, and they
I
said, "Ma'am, you can't come in here." And she said, "Well, I've always brought people here and I've never had a problem." And they're like, "If y'all want to come in here, it's $425 a seat."
Whoa.
No, I didn't, J Mac. Just because she's a judge, they even had somebody over there trying to arrest her.
Why wouldn't she just? What? She wasn't leaving, or what?
No, she wasn't. She was a
Well,
little entitled or something.
sounds a little entitled. That's for sure.
Oh, a decompression nest. Oh, that sounds cool, Brenda. A little? Yeah.
Now I got a bunch of not that, but I have a bunch of these pieces like this, cut offs from when I was doing my pockets. You guys have any suggestions of what I could make with these?
Carol, please, if you just like trim out that corner right there, you can do like the old timey corner tucks and flip ins and yeah, those will come in handy anytime, anywhere. But you will always have a need for, yeah, something to put in a corner.
Oops.
Yeah, I might be too, Amber. That's like those weighted blankets. I don't think I would like that. I think that would make me anxious. I hope Gail made it through all the storms and stuff. I didn't see her tonight.
Uh-oh, maybe she got blown away.
No, I hope not. J Max said, "Surely you can dream up a triangular book."
Ooh.
Oh, good night, Amber. I didn't know you was working.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Tamar.
Hey, Tamar.
You are always late.
When Tamar shows up, I know it's time to leave.
I know.
I mean, not because she showed up, but the timing. Oop, Tamar's here. Must be time to go.
It's like Deneva. Where's she been?
I know.
Man, last night when I was watching Ryan Hall and he was going shooting from this tornado watch to this tornado watch, all and up and down the United States, and all of a sudden it dropped in my notifications that the volcano was erupting in Hawaii, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's like freaking tribulation happening."
Oh,
I was like, "Oh no,
it's almost time to get religious again, huh?
oh
Good
no,
thing you have a church right behind you. You don't have to put a lot of effort.
oh my gosh." I was like, no."
Yeah, I know. A friend of mine called and she was talking about the volcano. They had been up there the day before. Okay, how do I want to do this? How is this? I'm not sure. It looks like a little hat, pirate hat for a kid.
That's what I was gonna say. A little, like like you used to make those hats with folded paper.
Yeah.
Brenda said she was on top of the hill behind the house after checking on a cow when the storm hit. Nothing like driving a side by side in 25-mile-per-hour winds,
Oh my goodness.
hearing hearing thunder. It was bouncy and nerve wracking. I bet it was. It'd be like being in one of those little go karts where you're pushing the gas as hard to the floor as you can, and it's only going. Blah, 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 blah. J Max said, "Did you hear them talking about those solar farms blowing to heck and that glass coming down miles away? Tell me that's
Yeah.
not a disaster in the making. Oh my goodness."
Oh, I saw an aerial view of those fields, and I mean, there's nothing.
Mm.
In some areas, there's hardly nothing left. Ryan was saying some of those things that fly up in the air in tornadoes that it can go as 70 mile an hour away, not 70 miles an hour, 70 miles away, some of the debris lands. So you can imagine all that glass from that solar panel landing on you, and you're not even having bad weather, and like, whoa, the solar panels are falling from the sky. Where'd they come from?
Oh my gosh, they just dropped a video proof that Brian Koberger is not the perpetrator.
I don't know, girl.
Brenda said, "Luckily, we just got heavy rain and wind, no tornadoes." I finally had him. I think when Ryan said he had been on 7 hours, that's when I was like, "Okay, yeah, me too, Ryan. I'm going to go ahead and go now."
Yeah, he was on for a long time.
Yeah, he was. And then this morning, I was like, when I heard something about the tornado warning, I was like, only thing I could find was y'all bot. And then, bam, here he comes live. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
here we go.
Here we go again.
But little Andy, he's a little smart dude.
Yeah, he is. He's
He
very.
was pre-predicting all those
Yeah,
tornado warnings. He
he
said, "You
calls
should
them
see
out.
one in a minute." He goes, bam. That's it. Wow. Brenda said, "We don't have a pine tree, but after a tornado several years ago, we had white pine needles drove into the side of the barn. Kind of amazing."
Wow, that's scary.
Imagine being outside and you come in the house looking like a porcupine.
Imagine the poor animals.
Mm.
Okay, ladies, we went over time chit chatting.
All righty.
Here I am complaining, and here I am cutting.
I can't do any more. My hands hurt. Oh, wait,
My
now what
hands
should I do
hurt.
with this pile?
I don't know. Cutting sometimes just seems to be addictive to me. And like, oh, there's paper. Let's cut something. Okay, guys. I think we're going to be having good weather for the rest of the week. So I don't foresee a problem as far as storms or anything. So I guess we will see you tomorrow unless something freaky happens.
I hope it don't. Good night, Elvis.
But don't. All right,
Yeah.
guys. You all take care, and we will see you tomorrow.
All righty. Bundle up, Janice.
Yeah, a lot of you bundle up. everyone's going to be cool night tonight, I think, for the most part. All right, guys. Good night.
Good night.